She's a 21-year-old Belizean from Gales Point, Manatee, but Indira Andrewen has jetted off to Venice, where she's nominated for Best Actress at the city's annual film festival. The film is called Selva Trágica, and it was filmed with the Belizean jungle as its backdrop. Still, it's a unique opportunity for a Belizean young woman, and we wondered how it all came about. How did you get this part?
Okay, so the director, Yuleni Azolias, she's from Mexico City and she wanted to do something with Belize. She fell in love when she visited Belize. And so they were looking for like this young Creole girl, brown skin, and who would love to shoot in the jungle. And I was like, well, that's me because I'm Creole. I grew up in a Creole village and I've always been like connected to nature. At the time that I found out, I was in Gales Point, which is a Creole village that I was born in. And I was visiting my dad, and my mom called me and she's like, "Oh, I just saw this advertisement on Facebook. They're looking for this actress and I think you could fit the part." And I was just like, whoa, like I never thought about acting before. So it was just so cool when my mom told me about that. So that's how I found out. And my mom sent in some pictures that I had taken from like my modeling days in the jungle.
A few artists lately have started to mix our mythology in with the stories that they want to tell. And I know that this film has that element of Ixtabay in it. So tell me a little bit about the mythology behind the film.
So yes, the movie is inspired by the Ishtabay. Agnes is this Ishtabay, and she's this Creole girl that goes into the jungle with her sister, running away from this man that Agnes doesn't want to marry. And it's based in the 1920s when the gum industry was huge and booming. And Agnes is like this young, very innocent girl, but as she gradually progresses in the movie, you see this Ishtabai quality come out when she's surrounded by all these men in the jungle, and she becomes very like seductive and alluring. All these mystical things happen in the presence of Agnes, who is the Ishtabai. And you could really see the feminine empowerment in the movie, and she uses her femininity to control these men. So it's very empowering for women, and it's just so cool to share it with the world.
Now, I know that the mythology of the Ixtabay and the way it's described in this film, there's really a sexual component to the way she carries herself. What was it like to portray that?
At first, I remember in the auditions, Yuleni told me, I mean, pretend that guy over there is like you're gonna seduce him and I'm the Ishabai. And it was really weird at first, but after a little while, they were like coaching us and telling us how to really get into character. And eventually, like I fell in love with, it was cool to play somebody who I wouldn't usually be in real life. Like it was good to step in their shoes and to see like just another experience. So it was fun. Director
Yuleni Olaisola is known for highlighting indigenous cultures while working in challenging terrain. And in this, her fifth film, she's portrayed the Belizean jungle as its own singular world embedded with mystical qualities.
I think it's so brave of her, and like to go into the jungle. We had such a huge cast and we were literally in the heart of the jungle, and to control so many people behind the scenes, not only her, and she's not used to the environment. It was just something very brave of her, and to get to know somebody else's culture and try to bring it out and show it to the world. It's very inspiring.
Were you the only Belizean actor in the film?
No, actually, there's a lot of other Belizean actors. There's Shantai, there's Deepo from Deepo Skits. There's a few others, yeah. But majority of the time filming, I was the only Belizean. So it was pretty funny being among like all these Spanish speakers, and some of them didn't really speak English.
I know that you're embarking on this adventure to go to the Venice Film Festival. What have they told you about that experience, what you can expect?
Yeah, so like I said, the Venice Film Festival is like one of the biggest, it's the oldest film festival. So anybody in the movie industry is always like, it's just a blessing to be there. And for me, for the first time going and being a Belizean, like I'm just so proud to represent Belize. Like everywhere we go, we represent Belize. And yeah, just to be at the Venice Film Festival is a big, big deal. So I'm super grateful for this experience.
And an even bigger deal, we heard whispers that you'd been nominated for a certain award at the film festival.
So all the actors, the main actors, they get nominated for the Best Actress in that section.
And so, while she is one among many in that field, for us, she's one of the very first. Charisse Halsall, 7 News.